NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52, and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank. The second entrant to next week's game, as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On third down, they go Lynch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Lynch, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Without the previous penalty, instead it's just a gain of 10.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On third down, it's Johnston. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed. It's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we all have some concern because, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in it. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
48 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
On 1st and 10, Howard. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Lynch. Room here to run. Shifts by him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Howard now on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the
3. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Exit 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Johnston. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Getting this around Tree out of the backfield.
He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now Howard on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to be out. Straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. To throw is Howard, throwing after the interception.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's got some space here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Howard looking to throw on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Howard throwing on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
On first down, Howard.
Going for Jefferson downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
That'll bring up 2nd down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Howard. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line.
Lynch busting free. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now Lynch. And he's got Rome. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well?
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? Brandon Gaudin.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. For this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Howard. And his throw is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
201 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Johnston. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's into the hands of the running back, Roundtree.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And they can't bring him down. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Howard now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's a give to Lynch. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
119 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnston.
Wrap up.
Still moving.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sam Shulman now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
Now Howard on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.